The crash in cryptocurrencies is now beginning to hurt employees of crypto exchanges in India, and this comes right after the international exchanges have been laying off, looking at the volumes crashing, the prices crashing of many cryptocurrencies, and now we are looking at news flows coming in of Indian cryptocurrencies also beginning to lay off people. I'm Sakshi Batra, and with me is Aakanksha Chaturvedi, and we are here to discuss why the layoffs in Indian crypto exchanges could actually get scarier from here. Thanks, Aakanksha, for joining in. Help us understand. You've been writing all these stories. Bring us up to speed as to what exactly is happening.
Okay, so Sakshi, recently on Friday, a cryptocurrency exchange called Vault let out a statement that it has laid around 30% of its workforce. It has downsized its workforce by 30%, taking people out, people who were in the HR department and people who were in the marketing department, non-core jobs. They've reduced their workforce, and that's because blaming the exchange has been blaming the economic downturn, which is taking across the world.
Yes.
The exchange is also blaming the fact that the cryptocurrency crash, which has happened recently, and the regulatory requirements by the government has increased the compliance cost of an exchange in a way that earning revenues has become hard.
Absolutely.
Moreover, the retail interest has gone down. There's a steep decline in the retail interest because of the taxation and whatnot, and that's why there are no users coming up to invest in cryptocurrencies or use their exchange, and hence the exchange had to let go of all these
So,
people.
is this the first case that we have heard in India?
Yeah, so this is actually the beginning of what many experts claim to say is that this is actually the beginning of the crypto firing fever in India. The world exchange is actually a pretty decent name when it comes to crypto when it comes to cryptocurrency exchanges
So,
in
could you
India.
also help all our viewers really understand, how severe could this get? We understand World is
Yeah.
downsized by 30% in terms
Yeah.
of numbers. We still don't know how many people
Yeah,
have
that's
been,
true.
let go of. Also, when it comes to the kind of impact the entire crypto exchanges, world in India
Yeah.
is concerned, what could be the severity of it if you compare it with the global perspective and what the cases we have seen there?
All right. So, as you just spoke of the global perspective, this is not an isolated incident in India. All of this has been happening across the globe because of the economic downturn, because of the regulatory compliances, which is increasing across the world, as well as the crash in the markets. Some of the biggest players in America, and they are also big players when it comes to global crypto companies. These are crypto.com, Coinbase, Gemini. These let people go. Thousands of people were let go. Moreover, in India, Coinbase also had its operations in India, and it let go of around 8% of its population. I mean, of its employee, of its workforce, which were in India. And moreover, talking about other countries when it comes to the Middle East, which is actually posing as an oasis for crypto. They had the Dubai ETH Summit and whatnot. And even crypto companies in Dubai and in UAE are letting people go. Rain Financial and BitOasis are some of the biggest exchanges that operate in that area.
Yeah.
And they have also let go of a significant number of people. So this crypto crash has affected not just the trading volumes, but it has also impacted the people who actually work in the crypto sector.
So, how many people in total, could you give us a ballpark figure, work in the crypto exchanges in India?
Oh, that would be hard to say, but there is a significant amount of people who work not just in the exchange business, but also when it comes to blockchain firms, when it comes to metaverse companies, or when it comes to companies which are building NFTs and infrastructure for cryptocurrencies and whatnot. So there is a significant amount of people who work in this space. The thing is, I believe, and also many experts say that people who work in these crypto companies, which are also a part of the big tech, be it IBM or be it Infosys, Wipro, and all. These people might not be impacted as much as the people who actually work in the new age crypto companies. Because these big tech companies would always be able to retain their people. They might just transfer them internally. But when it comes to the new age crypto companies, which popped up a lot in India in the recent boom and the
Yeah.
startup boom and the whatnot, So many people, a significant number of people are working in them, and they could actually be impacted by this.
Right. So we are talking about this severe funding crunch being faced by the cryptocurrency agencies, the exchanges, and the world here because of the crash, because of the volumes dipping very, very sharply. So what could this also mean for these exchanges in terms of the kind of spends they've been doing? Now, we've been seeing some of the cryptocurrency exchanges really spend massively on their advertising, on marketing, on several big events, be it sporting events or other contests across India. We've been seeing that happen over the last 2 or 3
That's
years.
true. That's
So
true.
what happens to those now? Or are those
Alright.
plans also getting shelved off?
Yeah, so the thing is, Sakshi, all these crypto companies had very aggressive marketing and advertising policies, you know. They used to push their products really, really aggressively, and up and until Feb or maybe January this year, when the ASCI, the Advertising Standards Council of India, sent them a stinker that there's a certain amount, since these are unregulated bodies, right? This whole market is unregulated, and you shouldn't encourage investors to be a part of unregulated markets, which are so volatile. As we just saw, they crashed so badly from 3 trillion to 900 billion in the past 6 to 7 months.
Yes.
So after that, there was, you know, some people, exchanges stopped advertising as aggressively. And so that's the case of Indian exchanges. They were already reducing their advertising costs because of the ASCI stinker which they received earlier this year. But when it comes to international exchanges, which are outside the purview of India, they also employed aggressive marketing campaigns. They also, you know, bought sporting teams, they bought sporting arenas, named them after their exchange. One big exchange was FTX, which did the same.
Yeah.
And now it has come out of all those sporting events, or now it has jumped out of all those deals because, you know, they don't have money anymore. So
you know what I also wanted to understand, we've been reading a whole lot about the fears of crypto winter setting in. Crypto winter meaning a long period of very, very low prices of cryptocurrencies and a kind of a bear phase is what we talk about in the stock markets. Are those fears for real? What are you hearing from experts here?
That's true. One of the founders of one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world, Binance, the founder Changpeng Zhao himself said that maybe this cryptocurrency cycle has entered its bear phase. The winter has come for cryptos. Moreover, other people as well, when they let people go, this is actually one of the reasons which they put forth, that it's because of the crypto winter which has set in. That's the reason that they'll have to reduce their workforce. Also, many experts and financial commentators are also highlighting the fact that crypto maybe has a 4-year or 5-year cycle.
Okay.
And this is the beginning of the bust of the crypto cycle. It's no longer in its boom phase anymore.
That sounds absolutely scary. On that note, we'll wrap it up right here. But what seems to be a bad phase or a bear phase or a crypto winter setting in could definitely be real, as is being talked about and among all the crypto experts right now. A bear cycle for cryptos, like Aakanksha pointed out, lasts about 4 to 5 years. And if it is the beginning of that, the pain can only aggravate from here. With that, we wrap up. Thanks a lot for joining in. We'll keep bringing you all the developments in the world of cryptocurrencies and exchanges and what's really happening there. So stay tuned on to Business Today TV.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.